little. So here on the left side menu, you've got real time, you've got audience, and acquisition. So that's the one we're interested in seeing, acquisition. And this was the one you were struggling with before, Caroline. All traffic. Or no, sorry. I think yours was different actually. Channels. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Now, before I show you the report, I don't want you to freak out, but I'm just going to tell you quickly what this report says. So this report tells us where your traffic is coming from. And feel free to follow along, just like prop up your phone and you got your screen at the same time. That's cool. It tells us where your traffic is coming from before getting to your website. So I'm going to walk through each of the values so that you can get a sense of what they all mean. So I'm going to share again. Okay, so we have, okay, there we go. So we've got direct. Direct means someone who's typed in your browser, your domain URL, or they've bookmarked it, or they've copied and pasted. So it's anybody who basically is directly typing your URL in their browser. And I've got most of my visits come from there, and that's very common, especially for people who know me. They're not going to click through my Instagram to get to my website. They're just going to type in Digimorph, right? The next is referral. So these are other websites, and I'm going to click into these in a second. Then we have organic search. Yeah, that's a good question, Karen. So yes, unless you filter that out. So I personally have an IP filter. So that what it does is it says anybody who is surfing the internet from this house, do not include them in your website traffic. And I recommend you set that up, especially, I really think we should all have that set up because we all visit our website pretty often. It's just normal. We're like checking things, we're making sure that everything's working correctly. So yeah, I have an IP filter, and that's how I'm able to filter out that data. But for you, if you don't have that IP filter, it will include your own traffic. Hope that answers your question, but let me know. Thanks for the question. Okay, so next we have organic search. Organic search are Google searches. Organic, all that means is that I'm not spending any money on AdWords. And yeah, it's not paid. Organic search. Whoops, sorry. All right. It's a little blurry now. Dink-a-dink. Okay, there we go. And yeah, it's good to know, Caroline. So those are my top 3. So those are the ones I'm going to be focusing on in the review, but I also have social, which is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, that's social, and then email is email. And then other is also a couple other situations. I think in general, to include like other platforms. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this is something I tested, so you don't need to pay attention to that for now. But those are the main values. And if you don't have all of these, that's okay. You don't need to worry about that. Not everybody's going to have all of them. Some people might have less. Some people might have more. It's all part of the ball game. So what do I do with these now? So I'm going to focus on the top 3, which are direct, referral, and organic search. So to me, the direct one is great because it means that I have a lot of people coming back. Oh, referrals are other websites. And I'm going to show you an example in a second, but it could be, for example, if you write a guest post or if someone writes about you, if they do a bio. So anybody who's clicking through from another website and coming directly to your site. I hope that makes sense, but let me know if it doesn't. And I'll figure out another way to explain it. So as I was saying, the first value is direct. So what does that tell me? That tells me that people know me and they are really likely to convert just by visiting the site many times. And this is really, it sounds really simple, like, okay, yeah, people know you, so what? But it talks a lot about branding and building your audience over time. So something else I wanted to, yeah, no problem, Caroline. Something else I wanted to show you in this report that I have set up is, okay, I have all my metrics, right? You guys have that too. And at the very end, I have some goals set up. And so this is something I really recommend doing. And you can do this through the admin area. But here some of these are tests, but I use the first two. So this is a service I have for Google Analytics. And all this means is that 2 people got to the sales page. So this is great because it tells me that the people who are typing in my URL are actually getting to that page where I can potentially sell something to them. And this is super powerful. The same thing goes with email subscriptions. So I have a newsletter, and here I'm seeing that a lot of people who, again, are typing in my URL are actually subscribing. So if you have some conversions happening on your website, if it's a newsletter or if it's a service or anything you're selling, you can actually set it up so that Google Analytics will track that. The final step of the process needs to be on your website. So if you have like ConvertKit or something like that, if you can redirect the thank you page to your website, that's ideal, because that will tell Google Analytics, okay, the person finished, we're good, so they can count that conversion. Otherwise, it won't be able to count it, basically. So what I want to get at with direct is now it got me thinking just about my quarter, that I'm doing a really good job at just reaching out to people who know me, who've known me, and they are going back and actually converting to the areas that I want them to convert to. And that's something else just to talk about the web in general. Sometimes just because someone doesn't sign up for your newsletter in the first visit doesn't mean that they don't want to sign up later, right? So it's important to keep that in perspective when you are creating things. And everybody says it, but I want to say it again, just being consistent with your content and showing up many times gives people the opportunity to hang out with you and convert, maybe not the first time, the second time, the third time, maybe the 5th time. And that's okay. All right, let's get to the next one, referrals, which, Caroline, you were asking about. I'm going to show you. So referrals are other websites that are leading to site views. So here I've got Aaron Flynn, who I'm doing a collaboration with, the VA Collective, 100 blog. I also did a collaboration with Krista from the 100 blog. Kyla Roma, I did a guest post. The Yellow Collective, I did a guest post. This is, I think, from actually my coach, Tiffany Hahn. And I recently wrote a guest post for website superhero.com. So this is awesome. It's telling me that all these places are driving traffic to my website, and that's great. And so for my Q1, I'm realizing that I need to keep pitching guest posts. Like, that's huge. That opens up my traffic. And this is, I know, Karen, you were asking me about bringing new traffic to your website. This is something we all worry about, right? How to get more traffic, especially when you're starting out. I think guest posting is huge. So here, what I'm actually, from this report, I can identify that from Erin's blog, I'm actually getting a lot of traffic. So I'm probably going to see if I can pitch her to write a little more often. And then, maybe for the Yellow Collective, sorry about the blurriness. For the Yellow Collective, I didn't get as many views as I wanted to, so I can say, okay, well, that was great, but maybe next time I'm going to think about a different blog. So I can actually be super specific and also brainstorm. Okay, so for Erin's a web developer, and I love working with her. Maybe I can brainstorm other web developer websites to guest post and pitch to. So that's the kind of thinking you want to take it. So not just literally, but use it as a brainstorming point of saying, okay, how can I continue this success in the future? So that's referrals. And again, let me know if you have any questions about this. But this is interesting because I'm able to think about even people who have direct leads who have contacted me. Are any of these related to Aaron, a web developer community? And so far, I haven't gotten any leads directly from a web developer. Most of them have been bloggers. So I can think about those two pieces of data and also think about how I want to keep pitching people and who my target audience is. So you start to see how the data gives you information about the whole story, right, of your target audience, your business, your website. It's not just this isolated thing that's completely disconnected. It's actually very much connected with everything else you're doing on your website. And the final is organic search. Now, unfortunately, there isn't that much traffic in this one because I can get keywords from a different site, but in Google Analytics, you can't really get too many keywords. So you're going to see here that most of them they say not provided. That's normal. The only one I have is how was Google created? So apparently I answered someone's question about how was Google created. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so Google Analytics doesn't give us direct keyword traffic. There are other ways, like in the Search Console, for Google Search Console, if you haven't set that up, set it up. You will get specific keywords there that tell you what people are searching and which of those searches are leading to real site visits. But this specific one tells me a couple things. It's the third one, the third top way that I'm getting traffic in this last quarter. So that tells me that having articles and some sort of blog on your website is important. Useful content, valuable content. I know for you, Karen, you're like, well, duh. But it's not the focus of my business right now. I'm actually focusing a lot on podcasts. But I'm realizing that, I need to. So I have a bunch of articles on my website, but I think I'm going to go back and in the next quarter, I'm going to restructure them. And instead of making them articles, I'm going to probably make them kind of more like resources or maybe some opt-ins. Maybe even structure some of them around free courses because I have a lot of blog articles, but I can recycle them in a way and make them more like a course so that people go through the whole piece of content instead of them being scattered. So again, the data gave me some information and it helped me think about, okay, what can I do to improve my search engine optimization? And the number one thing that Google looks for is that you have useful content that's well structured. Keywords I know are important, but if you don't have useful information and Google isn't tracking that those visitors getting to your site are staying the time that would reflect something useful, you're going to be marked as spam. So I think I like to approach SEO strategy from a content perspective and then start to look at other things. A content and kind of just a website, a strong website structure, not just keywords. So yeah, those are kind of the three areas I wanted to focus on. If you guys have any questions, let me know, but I'm going to probably wrap it up a little bit and let you guys know. I'm still really excited to have you all in the challenge. Please, I already posted today, we're looking at bounce rate. It's fun to bounce. I'm probably gonna do actually, a story later on, an Instagram story to help with that. Let me know how that's going. If you've discovered anything, if anything's frustrating you, if you've, if anything, any questions, please let me know. The other thing I wanted to mention is I've decided that I'm going to be doing a YouTube challenge called Veda. So I'm going to be video logging or sharing a video every day in April, which is crazy. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to be experimenting with that community, but I've actually decided that I'm going to do them through Instagram Live. So I don't know, it's going to be interesting because I'm going to be doing the live video here and then I'm going to be reposting it inside of YouTube. We'll see how that works. I will let you know. I will definitely keep you updated. But I'm excited because I've been wanting to do more video for a while and I really enjoy it. I really, really love interacting with people on video and I like talking. So I think it works out. Between the podcast and the video, I think I've got myself covered. And then just a final little plug. You all know that I have my Google Analytics course coming up. It's launching next Tuesday, April 4th. If you haven't checked it out, just go to my website, digimorphs.com. And yeah, I'd love to have you here. It's going to be more of this. So the course is really aimed at helping you use the tool in an actionable way in your business. And there's going to be lots of videos and just a hands-on homework. And oh, thank you, Eliza. Oh, that's so nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I just want to help you guys. So yeah, the course is, it's launching next week. Oh, your birthday's on, oh, perfect. It's a good omen. It's a good sign, Karen. April 4th. You're a Taurus. No, sorry. Aries. Yeah, Aries. Yeah. My aunt's birthday is on Saturday, and my sister is an Aries too, so lots of Aries in my life. The course is probably I haven't actually decided exact date, but it's gonna start officially the second week of April because I want to just get everything ready and then launch the course, and it's a 4-week course, so it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited to get through all the material with everybody, and it's a great way to learn about your data and grow those numbers that are so important to all of us. So that's it, ladies. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for half an hour. It was fun. And yeah, have an awesome Friday and awesome weekend. And we'll talk soon. Bye.